This is Roger from ControlUp, and we're about to show you how to create an instant trigger for your host for when your CPU usage and memory consumed is getting high. So the first thing that we're going to do is I want you to see that I'm looking at the host and I'm looking at the stress levels. I see my CPU usage percentage and my memory consumed percentage information here. But what I'm going to do is create a trigger so that if those thresholds are crossed, we want to be alerted. So I'm using the stress level trigger. Click next. I'm going to change this to host, and I'm also going to change my stress level to actually be medium, which means I'm not going to start looking at the next item, the next window, until the host stress level gets to at least medium for at least 3 seconds. So I'm going to click next. I'm going to, as always, go into my filter, my filter editor, add collection, and here I'm going to go in and choose CPU usage percentage, change that to greater than or equal to. I'm going to use 90% here as my my key factor. I'm going to go back in and also add consumed memory. And I'm going to change my consumed memory to be greater to or equal to 90 as well. But I'm going to change the item options to be OR. So if the collection is true, the CPU the usage is greater than or equal to 90%, or the consumed memory is greater than or equal to 90%, that is what is my trigger. Click next. I'm going to keep my scope as my entire organization. And what are my follow-up action items? So if that trigger is tripped, I want to send an email to one of my users. So in this case, I'm going to always use myself as the example. Click OK. In addition to sending me an email, I want to go in and send an email to the help desk. Click OK. Click next. Give this a name. I can also change the description if I wanted to. Click finish. There's my example. Click OK. Once the changes have been applied, I am done. So now if I go back in, I'm just going to click cancel here. Sort by name. Here's my trigger. So if I'm looking at my host, it gets to medium. The stress level of that host gets to medium. If the collection is true, the CPU is equal to greater than 90%, or the consumed memory is equal to greater than 90%, then I want to, the scope is my entire environment. I'm going to send an email to Roger or to the help desk, and that is it. Again, thank you for watching.